The trial against former Constable Michelle Barrientes Vela is set to begin this morning. She is accused of hiding payment records for security at Rodriguez Park and creating a false record of those logs. Barrientes Vela was indicted on a number of charges in early 2020. You can watch the trial on KSAT.com, KSAT Plus, or on the KSAT YouTube channel.
After more than 3 hours behind closed doors, no actions were announced against Uvalde Superintendent Dr. Hal Harrell at last night's grievance hearing. Instead, the school board voted unanimously to coordinate with Harrell for a systematic review of the school's police department. While some parents were not expecting any actions to be taken, many walked out of the board meeting visibly upset by the board's brief response.
The front that caused dangerous flooding in parts of Texas is now stalled in East Texas and forecast to bring more rain today. They're also stretching into the lower Mississippi Basin. Dallas Fire Rescue crews say it has been responding to dozens of water emergency calls, and the National Weather Service confirms a tornado is responsible for destroying some buildings 100 miles east of Dallas.
Dallas and Fort Worth are home to two major airports, so the storms are also causing thousands of flight delays and cancellations. As of last night, more than 1,100 flights have been canceled and more than 6,400 have been delayed. So if you're traveling today, make sure to double-check your flight status before heading to the airport.
New bombshell revelations in the FBI search of former President Trump's Mar-a-Lago home. The government has recovered more than 300 classified documents in total from Trump since he left office. That is according to the New York Times. Now Trump is challenging the investigation in federal court, calling the FBI raid an un-American break-in. The Department of Justice responding last night saying the search was authorized by a federal court.
Pfizer and BioNTech have taken their first step to get emergency use authorization for their updated COVID-19 vaccine that targets Omicron subvariants. The companies say the booster could be ready to start shipping in September, pending authorization from the FDA.
It looks like the White House may tie student loan debt relief to an income threshold. Sources say the Biden administration is leaning towards canceling up to $10,000 in student loan debt for every borrower, but they have to earn less than $125,000 a year. President Biden's plan could be announced as soon as tomorrow.
More employers are cutting back on maternity and paternity leave. The Society for Human Resources Management says the share of companies offering leave beyond what is required by law dropped to 35% this year. It was over 50% in 2020.
Apple is now looking to make more iPhones outside China. Bloomberg says the company is preparing to begin manufacturing the iPhone 14 in India. Some people within Apple had been pushing for simultaneous production in both countries, but those plans never came together. And that's today's 9 at 9.